Leader of the opposition in the upper house of the parliament, Mallikarjun Kharge, Mukul Vasnik and Abhishek Manu Singhvi are going to speak tomorrow during the discussions on the constitution in the Rajya Sabha. CNN News 18 senior editor Pallavi Ghosh is also joining us on the broadcast over this development. Pallavi, please walk us through more on this, since we are also learning that this is coming amidst the backdrop of, that no confidence motion against the vice president. How smooth the functioning is going to be?
Well, I mean, it has every potential of being acrimonious, more so from the Lok Sabha, because in the last 1 week, what we saw is huge, hot exchange of words between the Vice President as well as Mr. Kharge. In fact, I would say not just a no confidence motion, but any attempt of possibility of the two sides speaking to each other in a non-acrimonious manner, that seems to be wiped out. So we'll have to wait to see actually whether the discussion on the constitution is something which is going to be meeting with repeated disruptions. We didn't see too much of that in the Lok Sabha, but in the Rajya Sabha, the potential and possibility is very much there. Mr. Kharge has had some very, very strong words to use for the Vice President, accusing him of being anti-Dalit, completely disrespecting and humiliating the opposition as well.
Definitely. Pallavi, please stay on with us. We have got our executive editor Aman Sharma and Arunima also joining us live on the broadcast. A very good morning to both of you. Arunima, first coming to you, like Pallavi has already mentioned that we did not see much of the tussle in the Lok Sabha, but we are expecting the history to repeat what exactly happened during this particular winter session in the Rajya Sabha. What are your expectations though? What are you picking up from your sources?
Yes, Lok Sabha has managed to do some legislative business in the last week. Also, some crucial bills like the disaster management bill was taken up in Lok Sabha. Yes, opposition tried to target the government. There was that clash between Kalyan Banerjee and Jyotiraditya Scindia. But beyond that, legislative business went ahead. In complete contrast, Rajya Sabha has seen complete breakdown. The chair has been accused of bias. The last time when Rajya Sabha assembled, it became Mallikarjun Kharge versus Mr. Dhankar, where both sides were, charging each other. Mr. Dhankar said that I am the son of a farmer and you are targeting me because I have risen from the ranks, to which Mr. Kharge retorted by saying that I am a Dalit, I am a son of a Kisan as well as a Mazdoor. So don't tell me what struggle is all about and what rising from the ranks is all about. What has happened is that in the Rajya Sabha, the opposition, after initiating that motion of no confidence, has decided to keep its aggressive stance against Jagdeep Dhankar. Today, when the constitution debate happens, hopefully both sides would want to focus on the debate, focus on the discussion. There are some tweaks in that list of speakers also. Home Minister Amit Shah, who was supposed to lead the Bharatiya Janata Party's charge in Rajya Sabha, he is taking a crucial Naxal review meeting in Jagdalpur this evening. So therefore, he will not be in the house. But Nirmala Sitharaman, with her fiery oratory, is bound to take the battle to the opposition camps. And it will be interesting to note if Mr. Dhankar can, ensure that both sides focus on the debate and not get into personal attacks, where chair versus opposition becomes the focus of, the last week of Rajya Sabha as well once again.
And Aman, what are the rest of the crucial addresses that we should be looking out at?
Well, Sakshi, there will be a number of MPs speaking from both the sides, so you can expect senior leaders from both the camps. As Arunima was saying, Nirmala Sitharaman is going to lead the discussion. You will have Mallikarjun Kharge, the leader of the opposition in the Rajya Sabha. He will also be speaking, and some other prominent leaders like our colleague Payal was reporting yesterday. Abhishek Manu Singhvi could also be speaking. He is also a very fiery orator and will come with that legal background, because the Congress is being attacked on the issue of amendments to the constitution. And if you look at the Prime Minister's address in the Lok Sabha, the nearly 105-minute long address, it was a very meticulous takedown of the Congress party. He started right from 1951 and went on to say how Jawaharlal Nehru, Indira Gandhi and Rajiv Gandhi all amended the constitution, which he said in fact was a sin, because the way the constitution was amended, either to impose emergency or to overturn the Shah Bhanu judgment or to overturn a court judgment which had disqualified Indira Gandhi from her Lok Sabha seat. Mr. Modi said that whenever the Congress has amended the constitution, invariably it has been for political gains and not for the betterment of people. On the other hand, the Prime Minister said that whenever the BJP has changed the constitution, be it to give constitutional status to the OBC body or to bring in EWS 10% reservation or to abrogate Article 370, these constitutional changes have been for the betterment of the country, for the betterment of people. And the latest constitutional change which the government is planning to bring in the Lok Sabha, most probably tomorrow, is the One Nation, One Poll bill. by which they want to combine the legislative and the Lok Sabha elections and the assembly elections to be conducted simultaneously, most probably from 2034. So I think the Prime Minister's stand that the constitution, trying to make this divide between the constitutional changes by the Congress and the constitutional changes made by BJP, the intention behind the same, this is going to, I think, carry on in the Rajya Sabha as well, with the opposition being pretty upset the way the Prime Minister has spoken, saying that he is speaking half-truths, while the BJP is saying that the Prime Minister has completely exposed the Congress party.
Absolutely. Aman, Arunima and Pallavi, we'll request you to please stay on with us. We've got a couple of more political reactions coming in on the same story. We'll first listen into all of those and then we'll come back to you.
देखिए, प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कुछ भी ऐसा नहीं बोला जो ये लगे कि देश के प्रधानमंत्री ने बोला है। अब क्यों हमलावर हो रहे हैं? क्योंकि प्रियंका जी ने तो सीधे सीधे सवाल खड़े किए थे। राहुल जी ने सीधी बात कही थी कि आपने क्या किया, आपने संविधान के अंदर सबसे ज़्यादा संशोधन तो आपने ही किए, और कांग्रेस के जो एक्ट थे, चाहे वो आरटीआई का हो, चाहे वो प्रिवेंशन ऑफ करप्शन एक्ट हो, इन सब एक्ट को आपने कमज़ोरी करने का काम किया संशोधन कर करके। तो आपने तो सारा काम कमज़ोर करने का किया है। संविधान इनके लिए बदलना सोच हो सकती है इनकी, ये तो चुनाव 2024 का था, उसने इनको दिखा दिया कि बदलने की हिम्मत नहीं है, आपकी हैसियत नहीं है।
जब चुनाव हो जाते हैं ना देश में, तो विपक्ष का कोई अलग से प्रधानमंत्री नहीं होता। माननीय नरेंद्र मोदी जी हमारे भी प्रधानमंत्री हैं, उनकी शिकायत किससे करूं? अपने फर्स्ट अमेंडमेंट को लेकर के क्या बोल दिया? कम से कम उस दौर के लोग भैंस मंगलसूत्र मुजरा बेटी उठा ले जाएगा वाली जुबान नहीं बोल रहे थे। वो कौन सी संवैधानिक जुबान है? बार बार चाहता हूं आप विशाल हृदय वाले प्रधानमंत्री दिखे हमें, लेकिन बार बार हमें कष्ट होता है कि हम नाकामयाब होते हैं। हम ढूंढ नहीं पाते अपने प्रधानमंत्री को विशाल हृदय के साथ।